How to think of ideas for IELTS Writing Task 2. One of the biggest fears students have is opening up the writing paper, looking at Task 2 and having no ideas. The reason for this fear is natural, but there are easy solutions. First world problems. For example, in some countries, young people are encouraged to work or travel for a year between finishing high school and starting university studies. Discuss the advantages and disadvantages for young people who decide to do this. What the hell is a gap year? Shouted most of the learners in my class. I did have some sympathy for them on this question. Most of the Vietnamese students I currently teach have no first-hand experience with taking a year off before going to university. This seems like a very Western idea to them and they felt a little bit annoyed with the question, which is totally understandable. Fortunately, questions like these are rare and most of them will be on familiar topics that most people have an opinion on, such as health, education and the environment. Remember that IELTS writing is a languages test, not a general knowledge test. Do my ideas have to be entertaining? The examiner is not looking for you to entertain her. They are looking for you to demonstrate an ability to write an essay in English supported by evidence and relevant examples. You can have the most boring ideas in the world and still get a band score 9, as long as your ideas are relevant. The next is solutions. 1. Common topic familiarization. 2. Brainstorming, least effective. 3. Mind mapping. 4. 5 questions method. 5. Personal opinion method, most effective. 1. Island common topic familiarization.
This simply means knowing the 10 common topics that come up in the exam and learning some vocabulary associated with these repeated topics. The wider your vocabulary, the easier it will be for you to think of ideas. If you have time, don't just stick with the 10 most common topics, go even further. When you have free time, have a look at some English newspapers and identify some topics that might come up in the IELTS test. When you do this, you should be doing 2 things. The first is simply noting down any unknown vocabulary. Try to guess the meaning from the context and then look up the meaning to confirm on your smartphone or dictionary.
2 is brainstorming. Brainstorming is basically thinking of as many ideas as possible relevant to your topic. It was developed by an advertising agency. Some students, and many teachers, love this method, and if it works for you then continue to use it, but I have a few problems with it. Firstly, some students spend too much time on this stage and try to think of too many ideas. Secondly, because they are thinking very generally, their ideas are not relevant. Mind mapping. Mind mapping is a way to visually organize your thoughts onto paper. It is much more organized than simply brainstorming and can be done very quickly once you have practiced a few times with different questions. The only disadvantage to this method is that some students spend too much time creating the perfect mind map. There are no points for creating beautiful mind maps. They are only there to help you with ideas, so do it quickly. 5 questions method. This method uses who/what/why/where/how question words in order to generate ideas. This works best for people who think very logically and also know a little bit about the topic. Why? To gain work experience, to experience life in different countries, to understand different cultures, to make money before going to university. Lazy, not mature. Where? Tourist destinations, developing countries, local business, internship in big company. How? Save money, permission from parents and university, apply for internship, job, travel to inexpensive countries.
Personal opinion method. Personally, I think this is the most effective method because it is both the fastest and helps students focus on the question. To think of more ideas, you just imagine that your friend has the opposite feelings to you about the topic and write their ideas down.
I hope this has been of help to you, and please let me know if you have any questions or feedback. Thank you for watching.